My name is Jane Rose, and I'm the Executive Director of the Meridian Historical Village. I'm such a history geek and proud of it because I get very excited when I learn something and I can say, I didn't know that. And when I find out something like that, I want to share it. I've written books before. I've written a lot of history articles for magazines. I write our organization's newsletter. And like I say, anytime I can find out something that I can put in there that said, did you know? And so that starts to grow, and then you start thinking about, well, you know, I've got a lot of trivia and tidbits, and a lot of people don't know those, and I think they would probably enjoy learning about why did this happen? You know, when did it happen? Oh, that makes so much more sense now. And so that's when I started thinking about a book. A couple of years ago, I was approached by Arcadia Publishing, and they are responsible for all the Images of America series. And they will come into a community, they'll contact the local library and say, do you know of anybody in your area who is a local historian and might be interested in writing a book? A couple of years ago, they approached the Okemos Library, and so I was contacted, and I seriously considered it. But once I saw the time frame, and I was getting very busy trying to plan the Fall Heritage Festival, and I just said, I can't do it. Well, then I was approached again a year ago. This time they contacted the Hazlitt Library. They said, do you happen to know anybody? And I thought, well, I've always wanted to do this. Why don't you make time? My writing process is I have to be motivated. I think any author will tell you that. But every once in a while something will click. You know, you'll worry about it, you'll say, how am I going to approach that? And then all of a sudden something clicks, and bingo, you can write 8-10 pages, you know, in one day. And then you might go 2, 3, 4 days just thinking about it. My favorite part of writing the book is coming up with surprises for people. For example, there's a very, very small chapter in there, and it's called The Forgotten Hamlet. Well, I'm sure township residents have driven through that forgotten hamlet many, many times. Probably some of them wondered, why are these houses all clustered around the South Railroad tracks off of Meridian Road? They never knew what it was. And so to be able to explain that, it's a big aha for the reader. But yeah, there's so many interesting things in the book. You can find the book at Schuler's Bookstore, both the Okemos site, or if you're on the west side of the state, they also have it at the Grand Rapids Schuler's. They have it at the Okemos Walgreens. And of course, here at the Historical Village, we have it available in our gift shop. And so if you buy it here at the village, a portion of the proceeds come back to the Friends of Historic Meridian, which, you know, is something important to me because we've spent 41 years now preserving the history of this township. I'd be happy to consider a book, but I think really this is my area of expertise. Perhaps in another decade or so, if I've gathered enough information, I'll take another try at it.